banks of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. A top 8 showdown, both teams hoping to fight their way into the college football playoff. The Cardinals ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Volunteers offense will go on the attack first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. Had over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
Hey, put the brakes on it. And the Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Got him right there. And the Vols come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The gun wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Vols will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's going to get loose. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. So Louisville's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Dropping back, it's Lawson. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You reach this portion of the season, and games like this, top 5 showdown, can really energize you, not to mention helping your playoff positioning down the road.
Yes, you can. You can make these big statement games. And listen, middle of the season, you kind of get in the lull, Jesse, where you kind of get used to playing and the new wore off a little bit. But when you got a top 5 matchup and something to prove, you bring that extra juice.
You're right. And if you play well in this game, you can ride that momentum down the stretch in November when those games...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down to the air. Rush is on. He's got it. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The play fake, looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Volunteers want to move quickly.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Not a lot of room to field this one. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me.
Personal foul.
It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Guys, here on the Volunteers sideline, coming off that turnover, they know their defense has had their back, but the offense has to make them pay. This is an opportunity for them to get back in this game. It's been close so far, but the offense has to get on the board. Coming off that turnover, I feel the momentum shifting down here on this sideline. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The fake wants to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. DB's right up on the receivers. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Here comes the heat. They get to him as he throws. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Defense all over him.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Wants to throw. It's Lawson. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback will keep it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. There he goes down the right side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cardinals. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with a flair, a 77-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop. Or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the Vols are in the hurry-up.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
In some ways, guys, it feels as if the first part of the season has built to this. A real chance to prove yourself in a battle between number 1 and number 2.
I think this is a game, guys, that's really going to define the path to the national championship. It's rare that you get this 1 versus 2 matchup at this time of the year. So you know here, David, the energy is just going to be off the charts.
Yeah, because we already know midway through the season now what these teams are. And they're great teams that are trying to get into the playoffs. So whoever gets this dub now, you got a win against a top team for your resume.
And the RPO got him.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
6th play of the drive coming up. Second down, gonna throw it. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Selling the fake. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that's exactly what the offense needed right there. A touchdown here, and I know it's taken a while. They hadn't had a lot of success up until that moment. Late in the 2nd quarter, they finally were able to punch one in the end zone, and that's going to give them some confidence now to take into the locker room here shortly at halftime, but they've got to play much better in the 2nd half.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Throwing right. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Looking for a man. It's Lawson. Unloads to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Cardinals! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he tacks on the extra point. Here's the return from inside his 10. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, it is my pleasure to welcome everyone into the Week 7 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at North Carolina taking on the number 13 team, the Florida State Seminoles.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Guys, I caught up with Coach Heupel at the half. This is the moment his defense has to get organized. They have been a little problematic here in this first half, giving up too many points. And now, with the opponents getting the ball to start the second half, they do not want that momentum and a positive offensive output right here to change this game. He said our defense has to make a statement and make a stand, and it starts right now. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. On the run, it's Carter. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
To the air, it's Lawson. Hauls it in. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
This time on target.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Hey, this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game, or it's going to get out of hand.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. He'll set up to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Jukes his way for more. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Making the adjustment on the play. Needs it here on fourth down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it, everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Vols racing to the line in a hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. So much for tight formation, smash mouth, 2nd and 1, and they've got 4 receivers across the field. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball this drive.
can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The throw to the outside is complete. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Sets his feet. It's Lawson. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Louisville! Put 6 on the board. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Royals offense takes the field to start this drive. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll go to the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Got to make the play on 4th. Fires to the right. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Right side, it's Cox. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Reels it in. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Volunteers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants to throw it again. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. After that 5-yard loss, some work to do now to keep this drive humming at 2nd and 15.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Finds his target down the middle. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Rush right in his face. Going to try to get it himself. Still running at the 40. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on second and long. Great awareness on the scramble. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Lawson. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Lost the defense, he's wide open. Touchdown Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Tight end now in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He's looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got great speed, and he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger... An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, they continue to be without their starting running back. But the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will go to work first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. Had more than 100 yards receiving, 3 scores in their victory last time out. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known.
Well, it stands out to you when you watch film on this offense. There's a go-to guy catching the ball, and everybody knows who it is. Nobody defensively has been able to stop them, and that's why they're on this really impressive win streak, and that's going to keep going. It's important in this game to keep moving this receiver around, get the matchups you want, but this quarterback, as the season goes on, is finding more and more confidence in his go-to guy. Excited to watch them go today.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Dropping back, it's Lawson. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's stopping. He's got enough to move the chain. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Fresh center downs going to the air. Fires downfield. It's caught. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Powers inside. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Breaks into the open. Enough to move the chains. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Keeps it moving. It's Carter. Maybe some room here. He's at the 10. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Running inside. It's Carrion. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They're all over him. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 38. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. So the offense will go for it around midfield. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quick give. It's Carter. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the snap, it's Carter. He's going to keep it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Now from inside the red zone. Lets it fly. Touchdown Cardinals! Gets it into the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. 2nd down coming up. The corners are walked up tight. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Making his first move. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Play action on 1st down. Short pass. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Lawson. Out wide left, it's Carter. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to go up top on second down. Going long. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot. Second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down. 14-yard line. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about.
Personal foul.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling.
He's looking deep. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got a man in the middle. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. We start with Colorado taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Holly, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Hey, guys, checking in with the Tigers head coach. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. They'll move the tight end. Left side is Fleming. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Drops back on first down. That's reeled in. It's Fleming. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Carrion. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered.
He's loose. The 30. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Louisville. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. New set of downs after the completion.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14. Go.
Red Evan on the RPO. He's out past the 35. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And send the tight end in motion. See some running room. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Turns it upfield. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. Rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. And the Cardinals, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The run run inside. It's Carter. Got a little grass. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Cardinals will hustle to the line. They got him looking to run, but they're going to throw it. He'll pull it down and run. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on 2nd and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Rush is on. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Carry-On. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Makes the grab. Turning it on. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Carry-On. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Across the 50-yard line on a huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Wants to throw one first. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
The Cardinals in the hurry-up. Drives inside. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Lawson. Unloads it left. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target. They're just not on the same page.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Just got rid of that one.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him,
He caught it! Touchdown, Cardinals! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak. And they did tack on the extra point.
Louisville 35, LSU 13.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets a block. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Out wide right, it's Fleming. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And he gets it away.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like, they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. Nope.
He'll take a shot. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here's a throw downfield late. Grabs it, and he will score! Touchdown, LSU!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, there is so much enthusiasm on the sideline right now. This running back has been brilliant today. Over 200 yards rushing, and he continues to run strong. The coaches told us he gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see how much longer they keep him out there. With a big lead, he has been brilliant so far today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Lawson. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Cardinals! And the pummeling has started. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. And the point after is good. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the LSU sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. In the backfield, it's Carrion. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Rashad Downs going up top. Look out! Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's changing the play. Drops back. It's Lawson. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Run in the red zone, it's Carter. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville! They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game possible.
Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. The Cardinals ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. So Ole Miss offense will have the football first. And this sophomore wide receiver is a playmaker. They'll be looking to him, and he'll probably be keeping an eye on the other side in this great matchup of wideouts. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Hits inside, it's Stout. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back up.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking to pass. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels send out the punt unit. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Slips through the line. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. So Louisville's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays. And then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
Looking downfield, it's Lawson. Back's got it on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Rebels offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Straight ahead, it's Stout. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? In the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one. And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Gets open down the middle. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Talk to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Takes the handoff. It's Carter. He's got enough. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with the lone back. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Cardinals go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Changing the routes with his receivers. Back to throw, it's Lawson. Fires left. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got his man to the left. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest.
Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Offense in a split backfield. Running inside. It's Dowden.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the Rebels want to move quickly. Second down to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
All right, trying to attack the middle of the field on that in route. Nice job putting his foot in the ground. He didn't telegraph where he was going. He was open. He's just got to make the catch.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give on the counter. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Third and long coming up. The snap sets up the throw. Back's got it on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And it's good from 58 yards out.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Might as well give it to him again. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking for space. It's Carter. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But Jesse, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Zings it complete to the right. And they get him down short of the first down marker. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Checking in from the Ole Miss sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the grab.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. 2nd down, gonna throw it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll need some juice in that arm on 3rd and long. Right side, it's Riddick. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Trying to get started. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Sets his feet. It's Lawson. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. The Cardinals are in the hurry-up.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Ball down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Slips through his hands and incomplete, and they had everything set up for the screen except the catch. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on third and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. Fresh center downs going to the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the number 4 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Hoosiers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for his players.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach at the half. He hopes that his young quarterback is not putting too much pressure on himself. As you know, he is in the Heisman conversation, and he had a big chance to impress Heisman voters here today. It just hasn't happened so far. They're trying to regroup at the half, take that pressure off his shoulders, and just have him execute one play at a time. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Showing off that weight room work as he gets across the 20 and up to the 22. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. There he goes. Touchdown, Louisville. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
Here's the return from inside his 10. And the returner will be dragged down. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Throws quickly. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. On the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Louisville's offense has taken the field and they look ready to go. Looking for space. It's Carter. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll ride him again. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He now has 85 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. At the 20, he's got space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Right back to it. Turning it on. And he was loose and out the gate and does. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah,
Welcome to L&N Federal Credit Union Stadium. We are here for a Saturday night clash, and it just doesn't get much more thrilling than this one on EA Sports College Football. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinals offense will go to work first. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar, putting up big numbers, carrying his team on his back. Jesse, that's a tough spot to do that for a whole year because of the physical pounding. It's been tremendous so far.
Yeah, can he keep it up is the question. And I think when I think back to the first half of this college football season, I think a lot of the most memorable moments and the best highlights have been this guy, right? He has shown up for his football team. He's done incredible things. Can he do that now in the second half of the season and make that Heisman push?
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Back to pass, it's Lawson. The quick game. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Cardinals racing to the line in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quarterback changing the play.
Booster.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game, the way they're throwing.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They've got some serious work to do to keep that last one from messing up this drive. 2nd and 19. Snaps it in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Moving out to the right. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Bulldogs offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. At over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown in their victory last time out. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Fires to the tight end. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quick give. It's long. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Making the adjustment. Moves the pocket. It's Lawson. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carter. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Tells to fake. Rush right in his face. Got it in stride inside the 20. And the catch him on into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Long. He's past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Keeps it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's loose. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Georgia! Extra point here will tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Brings a return out across the 25. Gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Gonna run it. It's Carter. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Cardinals come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to throw, it's Lawson. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
The run inside. It's ball. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Burrowing for yardage. That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this 1st down. They just need a few more inches here on 4th down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Turns it upfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Slings it downfield. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
They're all over him, trying to escape and get it himself. Breaks into the open. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. The Dogs will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. One man in the backfield and he gets it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out wide right, it's Carter. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking downfield, it's Lawson. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time he's got his man.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab past the marker. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And the Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he avoids the sack.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Lawson. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Oh, he has to find a way to keep his feet in bounds there. He would have had the 1st. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Bulldogs take their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he's in! Touchdown, Cardinals! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Trying to move them on the counter. Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's third down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the number 7 team, the Colorado Buffaloes.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Georgia's head coach told me at halftime he loves the way his team has come out and played so far in this game. A tie ball game between two really great teams, two of the best in college football. But they have got to make the crowd stay silent. He said we can grab that momentum with an opening drive here in the third. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Bostic. Extending the play. He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Trying to take it back. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Louisville. The defense putting points on the board. The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. On the move from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Throws to the back. Makes the catch. It's long. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This time it's complete. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
Push is ahead. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Inside the... And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. Not a lot of room. It found its way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Cardinals are marching down the field. Looking for a man. It's Lawson. Rushes on. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis. They just love hitting people with aggressiveness, and just it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
Right at the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Making the adjustment on the play. Got to make the play on 4th. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. And the Cardinals come to the line in the hurry-up.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown Cardinals. They take the lead here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. From inside the 10, here he comes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Keeps it himself. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
2nd and long here. Back to pass. It's Bostic. Look out. And they got it.
Finally, the defense gets to the quarterback. I say finally because last week they had 6 sacks. They were harassing the QB. So far today, just their first sack. They got to continue to get more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to take off. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line. Not enough to move the sticks. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, there is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Got enough for the first down. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The only drama left awaiting the clock to run out gives us a minute to check out the scoreboard from the top 12 teams in the country and get a win like this late in the season, and that really adds some strength to your playoff resume. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. He's now up to 83 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Pulled to the ground.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you get a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Dogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Bostic. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. On target to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback.
Caught into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
He's got an alley. Just barely able to keep him from pouncing it on that one. What a Nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Scanning the field, it's Lawson. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and long, because of
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, needed conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Georgia using its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. He's a tough, crafty back, but he couldn't find his way to the marker, and it'll be 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now... And he takes it in for the score! Touchdown, Cardinals! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Bostic. Here comes the heat.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the...
They pretty much have to keep the offense on the field, and they'll get right to the line of scrimmage. Snapped on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Firing to the right, complete. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. The Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. 3rd down play from the gun. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. And the Cardinals moving quickly to the line. Quarterback keep. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Looking for the end zone. He'll be stopped short, could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Powers forward. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Louisville! They are ever closer to win number 10 on the season.
And they just keep
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Greetings and welcome to a very special moment on the annual sports calendar. The Heisman Trophy ceremony presented by EA Sports. Inside the Tiburon Theater, I'm Chris Fowler. So proud to bring you Heisman Trophy night every year. So many memories come out of this night. Each of these guys have hung out together, got to know each other better, but ultimately, the night's going to belong to one guy. One name will be read here, and one man will have that life-changing moment and forever be known as a Heisman Trophy winner. These are nervous times for these guys. The announcement just moments away. They've gotten to New York City, not by focusing on it, but once you're here, man, they want to win it. And every past winner has told me this is really a nervous time for them. They're this close to the trophy, but will they get a chance to lift it? It's an honor, of course, to be a finalist. All these guys have enjoyed their experience, but ultimately, the night belongs to one man. We're about to find out who's going to be this season's Heisman Trophy winner. And one more look at this year's Heisman finalist. One of these guys is about to experience a life-changing moment. Okay, we've kept them waiting long enough. All of us want to know who is going to win the trophy for this season. And here we go. This season, the Heisman Memorial Trophy is awarded to junior wide receiver out of UTSA. One final congratulations to the newest member of the Heisman Trophy fraternity. This season will forever be known as his Heisman season.